Hey guys, this is Dave from DAVESDIMENSION. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back again to the channel. That is your home for tech, toys, and talk. And guess what, guys? This morning I woke up to some amazing news. Some amazing news. Now, those who've been supporting Haslab and many of the Haslab projects that Hasbro has done, I went in on, of course, the Spengler's Proton pack. Now, that was supposed to ship out later in 2023, around May. Around May. Well, about a week ago, we got an email. About a week, maybe a week and change ago, we got an email from Hasbro asking us to confirm our shipping addresses by January 1st of 2023. We were blown away by it. We're like, wow, are we gonna get the Spengler packs in January? Well, somebody beat us to the punch. Now, if you know anything about Haslab, you know anything about Hasbro, one thing that they do is they do not necessarily do international shipping. So, they kind of leave it up to third-party commerce websites like Mercari or Zavi. Zavi is a very big one. And thanks to Zavi, some fellow Ghostbusters have the Spengler Proton pack in hand. That's right. This morning, I woke up to find it on Instagram and on Facebook that the Ghostbusters Dublin, that's right, Ghostbusters Dublin, they got their hands on the Spengler Proton pack. They got it because they ordered through Zavi. Now, guys, if you're not familiar with Ghostbusters Dublin, they are the pride of Ireland. You definitely want to check them out. They're an amazing team. They're an amazing organization, guys. You can check them out on both Instagram and on Facebook. I'm going to have all their social medias in the video description below, guys. They were kind enough to, I reached out to them and asked if we could show some of their photos that they did of them unboxing their pack, and that's what we're going to get right on into. I mean, they got it firsthand. The Spengler Proton pack, guys. You guys want to check it out? Let's get this going. Let's get the show on the road, guys. What do you say? Let's check out Spengler's Proton pack from Haslab. So, guys, a little under a year and change ago, this is what we were shown. We were shown this teaser photo of Hasbro doing the Haslab, the first ever Ghostbusters Haslab, and we were teased with this amazing one-to-one Afterlife prop. But comparing this, is this what we are getting? Now, those who funded the Haslab directly through Hasbro, we're not going to be getting ours until January. They wanted to confirm our addresses by January 1st, so they can probably start shipping maybe a week from that point in time. So, those who ordered directly from Hasbro, we're probably going to be getting it within the first couple weeks of January. So, if you don't have your Alice frames, you don't have your Spengler NEUTRONA on, you better get going. Ask Santa to get that to you as soon as possible, guys. So, let's go ahead and check out, courtesy of the Ghostbusters Dublin. Let's check out their pack. Now, obviously, it looks like it's a little bit beat up on the outside, but that's okay. That's alright. That's okay, man. I mean, there we go. GHB Tango Ghostbusters. It says action figures, one piece. Now, as far as shipping goes, I know this is how they're going to ship it. I really wish it was something that was not descriptive here. You know, for those of us who are going to have these dropped off on our front porches, our backyards, apartment buildings, I don't know, maybe a certain person, when mine comes, I'm going to follow the tracking like a hawk, and I'm probably going to suddenly feel sick that day. You know, it is what it is. The box is a little beat up here, but let's go ahead and check out the rest. There we go. They open up their box. And we get this kind of faux. Now, anyone who's been following Hasbro, you know this is how it's coming. And a nice little finished box. Now, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a few Ghostbusters out there who are going to get the exact measurements of this and see if we can find some kind of luggage case to do it up to make it look like an actual proper case. There you go. It's a pretty good size, man. Take a look at that. Take a look at that right there. And I love that our friend from the Ghostbusters Dublin, he's got lockers right in the background. He probably keeps his uniforms right there. But take a look at this, man. I mean, It looks tremendous. I'm loving the packaging on here. We've seen the packaging before, but I'm just loving it. I'm loving that right there. I can't wait to get my hands on mine. You guys know I'm gonna be jumping. I'm gonna be going crazy like a giddy kid. There you go. Of course, there's the little faux mechanism so we can unlock and open this up. There you go. You got your phantasmical samples, which are going to be your mini puff. Oh, the mini puffs are right here. This, I think, is going to be maybe your stickers and possibly the faux marshmallow that goes over the pack. Here we go. We get some blueprints. Now, personally, I'm going to try not... now, obviously, probably it got a little corner bending right there. But seriously, it would be cool if Hasbro could give us maybe a couple different designs. So we could have like Lego has done this before, where they'll have like a fake blueprint, of the item you're building, and you could download it as a digital file, maybe print it out yourself. That would be kind of cool. Like if we can get some, a couple of those, maybe showing the schematics of the Proton pack, which I think would be pretty cool. I'm sure you can find stuff like that on Etsy though. And there she is. All wrapped up, protected. We're waking her up. And just at this picture, even though there's not a whole lot of lighting right here, it looks fantastic, guys. This looks fan-friggin-tastic. So jealous. Ghostbusters Dublin, you guys got the pack early. They're the first ones on social media to get the pack in the hands. You guys, you are the envy of the Ghostbuster community and the fandom itself right now, my friends. And there we go. Take a look at that. Now, if you guys know me, you know I love weathering. Take a look at all the scuffing we have on the bumper right here, around the rings of the Cyclotron lights, and the Cyclotron itself. Oh, look at all that weathering, guys. Me personally, I love that. If you've seen any of my packs, I'm going to throw an image of my pack right there. Okay, you can see all the weathering that I have on mine. This just looks fantastic. This looks like some chipping right here. Right there. I mean, I love how dark and dingy the ribbon cable looks. Oh man, this is... There we go. Again, nice little close-up. I'm loving this. I'm loving this kind of rubber grommet that kind of goes over the hose, almost like the hose was damaged at one point. I'm loving that effect right here. I mean, we got all the different wires connected here to right by the clip art valve. Everything just looks so... I'm loving the weathering. I'm loving the darkness, the years on the pack. There's scuffing everywhere. There's weathering all over the place. They did a tremendous job on this, and I'm sure this picture is not doing this justice, guys. And obviously, the pack does not come with the Spengler NEUTRONA wand. You have to get that through your local retailers, like Entertainment Earth. Entertainment Earth, you can definitely check out Entertainment Earth to order the Spengler wand. I'm actually going to have an affiliate link right below, so you guys can go out and check out and get yourself a new Spengler wand. Even if you don't have the pack, the Spengler wand makes a nice little decorative piece, or you can actually attach it to your existing Spirits or full-scale 1-to-1 Proton packs. So guys, definitely check it out. Links in the description below. But let's keep this going here. I'm just loving this, like the scuffing on the decals here. Everything looks amazing here. I love the little hose attachments, the little clamps that they have here. Everything looks amazing. And of course, if you're gonna have the Spengler Proton pack, you gotta have the Spengler wand, of course. And here we have the hose right here. This is the special wiring harness that will allow you to control turning on the pack and turning off with the wand itself. Guys, I'm blown away by this, and considering how much if you're within the community and you've built a 1-to-1 scale Proton pack, you know that they are not cheap. So getting this for around $400 when we did, it's a game changer. It's a mind blow. I sold one of my favorite Proton packs so I could fund it. So I could fund this and get this in hand, and I can't wait to get mine. We got a nice little close-up. Again, more weathering and scuffing. Now, the crank knob here. This is actually going to work as volume control, which a lot of us in the community who've built our own proton packs, that's what we've done already, using a potentiometer to use that crank knob as a volume control. I have it on my 1-to-1 scale, which is a Ben and Kent pack. But I mean, look at, I mean, I love the dark worn weathering on the label here, in the warning label. I mean, look at the little grommets, the little details that they have here. They have a little bar going across right there, so we know this is Egon's pack. I mean, I'm loving this so far. I mean, obviously with the way that they have the lights hitting this, you can see that obviously some of this is plastic, but it's weathered. It has great applications to it, great paint applications. I'm loving the weathering down here. I mean, everything on here looks fantastic, okay? It looks tremendous, and I think the weathering on the Spengler one looks good. I would almost be half tempted to try to do just a hint more weathering on the wand to match the pack, but you gotta figure, one, they made the wand well ahead before they even did the Haslab, so you're gonna have a little touch and go right there. Take a look at the bumper. We got the shock mount right here. I love this right here. I mean, even the shock mount looks weathered. There you go. We got the end filter here for venting. Love how worn. I mean, look at the labels. Look how scratched and beat up the pack looks. We got tons of scuffing right here. I'm loving that. I'm loving the chipped bumper right there. I love how weathered and off-centered the label looks. Again, the reactor label right there. This right here, I wish this was a little bit more scuffed, but that's something, if you want to. I mean, just because this is already weathered doesn't mean you can't weather it yourself just a little bit. I think just this right here looks a little bit too clean to me. At least that's my opinion personally. But again, we don't know. This could be early batches. We might see different kind of weathering in different waves as we get more and more of the proton packs ship out. We don't know. It's definitely something that's going to be interesting. I think some of this looks clean and some of it doesn't. I mean, look how weathered and beat up this is, and on this side of the cyclotron, how scuffed it looks right there. I mean, to me, right there, that looks very worn and weathered. But this doesn't seem weathered right there. So that's one thing, right? But this looks fantastic. I mean, I'm loving how this is looking. There you go. They're posing the pack wide open with the mini puffs. You do get 3 scorched mini puffs with this. And I love how they got the mini puffs just hanging inside the cyclotron. We got the core of the cyclotron. And one thing I like is when we first saw in the streams, in the Hasbro live streams, we saw that it looked a bit bright and bronzy. I like that it looks much darker. It looks much darker here. I love this. And those that didn't know, one feature of the Cyclotron one feature of the Spengler Proton pack is you can actually take the core out. So those of us who are part of Ghostbuster franchises across the world, if we have events, if we're at Comic-Cons or we're at local fundraisers, one of your members could bring their pack, put it on display, so kids and adults, everyone alike, can see what the inside of a proton pack looks like. We never saw this in the movies. Thanks to Ghostbusters Afterlife. Thank you, Jason Reitman. I mean, you guys gave us the inside of a proton pack, which we never saw before. And I love this. I mean, hell, as a collector, you could just have it exposed like this. I think this right here is an amazing pose for display for any events. And I mean, I just love how we got the scorched mini puffs, almost like they're taking the pack apart. I'm loving that. That's amazing right there. But it goes to show you, I mean, it's going to be very easy to open up and disassemble. And we got the toggle switches here, okay? Those toggle switches, let me zoom in right there. These are one for the Afterlife mode, between Afterlife and the 1984 sound mode. And I believe one has to do with Rumble, but I could be wrong. I have to double check my research here, guys. But I mean, take a look at the inside. They did a tremendous job on the inside. Um, Now, obviously, they did plastic molding for the wiring. I would have liked actual wiring, but I know that's asking a bit much. I mean, for the price point, we're getting so much. We're getting a ton for the price point. So, I mean, can I really sit here and nitpick? I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't, to be perfectly honest. I mean, take a look at the wiring here. Everything just looks, I'm loving this. I'm loving all the faux electrical wiring or electrical tape right on here. Obviously, this pack has been patched so many times. I mean, look over here. I mean, it just looks amazing, guys. I mean, as a Ghostbuster fan, as someone who straps on a Proton pack, I mean, someone who currently has 3 Proton packs and this one on the way, I mean, it's amazing. It is amazing, guys. I mean, what are the words? And here, the switch, the magical switch we have not seen until they showed us it in Afterlife. In the very first Ghostbusters movie, when they're on their first job in the hotel, you know, he says, "Switch me on," and we see them reach behind the pack to activate the pack, but we never saw how they did it. And there it is. There's the switch. We finally get the switch. So yes, that's how you're going to activate your Proton pack. You can do it that way, or bonded with the NEUTRONA wand, you can turn on and off your pack that way. I just love the detail here. Now, for Eagle Eye fans, they're going to notice that this is one thing that's a little bit off. But hey, it's Hasbro's first Proton pack. So, but take a look at scuffing around here. I mean, anyone who has done any kind of paint mods on any object, I mean, there's a lot of dry brushing kind of scheme that they had on here. It's either dry brushing or they did the toothpaste method. If you know what that is, you know what I'm talking about. But everything looks fan-friggin-tastic, guys. I mean, it looks tremendous. I mean, we have the wiring here. I mean, just everything looks fantastic. I love how the booster tubes here, the tubes just look so worn and beat up and scuffed. Nothing looks pristine. Nothing looks brand new. I mean, well, maybe this part right here. But take a look at this right here. I love how we get the bolt here, because guess what, guys? I got one word for you. Storage. That's right. It's an empty cavity. You can throw Twinkies in there. You have some little ecto cooler that you made yourself. Throw it in there. I think this is great for cons and for events, because one, this is a lighter pack, but two, you can throw some snacks in there. You know, I myself, you guys know my health history. I went through gastric bypass, and now I'm on what they call the South Beach diet, where you have to snack to keep up your energy. Nothing major, but like little protein bars, maybe some trail mix. I mean, that's going to hold that perfectly in there, and you can probably even, depending on the dimensions, once I see it in person, I'll know how much I can actually do in there, how much we can put in there. Or you know what, here, as a Ghostbuster, you're in your uniform. Maybe you don't want to carry your wallets in one of your pockets. You could put your wallet or, maybe a battery pack in there, like a little USB charging battery pack for your cell phone. Put it right in that compartment. Bam, you're good to go. Now, the Spengler pack runs on 4 D batteries. That's 4 standard D batteries. I'm probably going to get some rechargeables, at least until somebody in the community comes up with a quick fix for a long-term charging solution. But you could probably put extra batteries in there. That's another idea, guys. There's a lot you can do in there. Maybe you want to carry your cell phone charger right in there. It's a thing you can do. It's a thing, guys. You can do it. But how awesome is that? Here's another, we got the opposite side view of the Proton pack. I'm loving again, guys, you know what I'm loving? I'm loving the weathering, the wear and tear. This tells a story. A good friend of mine works with movie props, and he's an amazing creator, and he's always told me, listen, there are no mistakes. Every scuff, every scratch tells a story. This is a Proton pack that has been around since '84. This is Egon Spengler's Proton pack. It's going to be patched up. It's going to be modified. It's going to be jerry-rigged. It's going to be MacGyvered. And that's what we have here. You know, we have the shotgun grip because of the extra firepower on here. We got the patching right here. I mean, take a look at everything. I mean, this is amazing. It tells an amazing story. I mean, it blows me away. Take a look at that. I love this extra thick, you know, basically the harness that connects right onto there. More scuffing right here, guys. Here we have the new stand that we're going to check out. Now, when I get my stand, I might do some weathering to it. I might paint this a little different. I know I'm definitely going to add a little bit of caution tape because you guys know I love that. God, it just looks tremendous. And, oh, by the way, for those who go to cons, you know, a lot of times we go to a Comic-Con, and, you know, if you have a gun or something that looks like a gun, you have to have the orange cap, you know. So they gave us this orange cap for if you have the, that is the first wave NEUTRONA ones, which is just a silver cap at the end of the barrel. So you can actually throw this on. So this is to kind of make it look so no one thinks it's an actual gun. Like, I mean, come on. Like, we're actually going to throw a particle stream off of that off of the thrower? I don't think so. But it is a thing you could do. It's an orange cap that goes on there, nice and easy, lemon squeezy right there, guys. So there we go. You can leave it off or you can put it on. Now, here's the back. Now, the back looks a little bit shiny. Now, I can't, maybe it's the lighting on here. It looks like it's an off black, almost charcoalish. Now, here are the holes that will actually mount brackets to hold your Alice frame on, okay? But my concern is this. If we have an Alice frame on here, how accessible is this battery compartment? This is our battery compartment where we're going to have our D batteries. I know a lot of us wish there was some kind of USB charging, but would I don't think they'd necessarily be able to ship this if there was an actual battery inside the unit already. So there is that. I'm sure somebody in the community is going to come up with a hack, with some kind of a workaround, so we can have like a Talon cell or some other, you know, blue brick type battery. So, because a lot of times that's what we use it on a lot of our packs. On my spirit packs, I use Talon cell batteries. They run for days upon days upon days. So that's something you can do. And also, yes, they show you right here that you can remove these existing straps, so you can actually put now an actual Alice frame on here. Now, those that don't know what an Alice frame is, you saw in Ghostbusters where they have the straps and they have like a metal tubed harness that's fixed permanently onto the back of the proton packs. That's actually it's an LC-1 Alice frame, which was used for field packs in the military. It still is to this day, to at least to my knowledge. So you can not put an Alice frame on. You can wear this right away, or you can remove these strappings, and we can put an Alice frame on there. So here's a larger view. So again, we can remove these straps from here, and there's a little kidney pad right here. And so if you notice, we have holes upon holes everywhere for the mounting. Okay? Of course, we got legal jargon right there, right here. There we go. Here are our mounting brackets. This is all the mounting hardware we're going to need. Now, one thing I'm not a fan of is I get that, okay, obviously the color, this is going to stand out like a sore thumb. I love that they gave us nice, good, thick, durable bolts. They're not something that's going to break off. This is something that's going to be secure and hold your Alice frame onto your pack without any issues whatsoever. I can't wait to get my hands on this and check it out myself. Now, obviously here, we have a bracket here, we have a bracket here. There's probably a few more brackets underneath here as well. Now, to me, this kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. This right here, it does. But that's nothing that you can't fix. You know, a little bit of maybe some semi-gloss black or even flat black to hit those brackets, and you're golden. It's going to be out of sight, out of mind, and that's where my head's at. I'm going to be looking at getting a good neck foam here, because I want this to look really good. But you know, you can get your regular Alice, your LC-1 Alice frame. This is an example of that frame I'm talking about. You can get different pads, and there's a lot of people in the Ghostbusters community where you can outsource and get thicker pads if you like to have a little bit extra support on your shoulders and on your arms. That's definitely something you can do. Again, guys, Big credit, big thank you to Ghostbusters Dublin. Again, right there, check out their social media, Instagram and Facebook right there. Again, I'm going to have all their socials in the video description below. This video and these pictures would not have been possible without them. I reached out to them. They're tremendous and gracious, and they're like, go for it, man, go for it. And I love you guys. I'm so jealous. I'm like, I can't wait to get my pack. Here we have the stand. Obviously, it looks all plastic. I do see me. I'll show you guys when I got my first. Spengler one, and I'll show you guys what I did with the stand. Now, the original stand did not look like this. I did this myself. Okay. I hit this with some silver. I used the Rust-Oleum 2x primer. I just simply took these parts off. They just popped right off. Now, this was the original color of the stands. I left these as they were. And I just painted silver. And I actually took a red Sharpie around the No Ghost logo. And this is what I did with my stand. Okay? Now, I'm probably not going to do this with my with the stand right here. I am tempted to do maybe some like where the diamond plate is. I might do that silver. Keep the rest of it like a dark color. I am tempted to do some hazard striping, maybe in some key spots. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sold on it. But where we got the diamond plate, I definitely want to do that as maybe like a silver. Do it silver, and then maybe do a little light brushing. Some dry brushing, make it look like brown ember to give it some rust color. Or I might play around with some other concepts. But this looks pretty sturdy right here. My only concern is this. Now, we have a groove here and we have a groove here. What I think this is one groove is going to fit perfectly without the Alice frame. I think that's going to be this one right here. Right here and here. But I think this one here and here will be when we have the Alice frame on. It's going to push the pack at a little bit more of an angle. I could be wrong, but I think that's what they did to design with the design here. And I imagine this is not going to be one solid piece. This is going to be something that will have to pop and snap together. That's kind of what we did with this. This was just one flat piece. And then we had to attach these pieces on like so. But this looks tremendous, guys. This is amazing. And here we are. Our mini puffs up close and personal. And they have the alternate heads. I love that they come in a trap. I love this demonic looking like sideways. Like, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking? Nope. I love the blown away expression like from Stay Puft from the first movie, and the little whimsical, goofy. These guys, when I saw them on the big screen, I got that Gremlins kind of vibe, that kind of mischievous, kind of like innocent but mischievous and causing all kinds of chaos. The only thing that's not scorched are the hats, which I think is a little bit of a miss point. I mean, you can have a little bit of scorching on the ribbon here or something, you know. And if you're good with airbrushing, you probably could do that yourself, but I think these are amazing. I can't wait to get mine. Here we have some fake marshmallow, so you can kind of recreate, you know, the pack being covered by marshmallow slime. That's just awesome right there. Of course, we get the Egon Spengler journal, which I can't wait to get my hands on so I can read it myself. We get some decals. Now, if you wanted to do, supposedly you're supposed to be able to do a 1984 version of the pack, and that's why they gave us this set of decals that are all brand new. Obviously, this goes on a clipper valve. We have the danger, multiple danger signs here. This goes on the bumper. This goes on the side of the pack. We have decals that go everywhere on the pack to make it look brand new. And also this little stripe right here, guys. Those who know, we know that goes around the end filter at the bottom of the pack. The only weirdness or the only uncertainness I have about that is there's a lot of little grommets and pieces on the pack that, you know, even if we put new decals, the pack's already weathered, and also the pack has a lot of extra pieces that the original 1984 packs don't have. It would be cool if they did another run of the Haslab Proton packs, but did a 1984 clean version of it. I think that would be pretty cool. We get a lot of cool stickers here. Everything just looks tremendous. I'm not going to use the stickers. I'm going to keep everything like it is. Have it on my little display on my Ghostbusters cabinet I have over here. But guys, this is tremendous, guys. This is amazing. I mean, again, I can't thank Ghostbusters Dublin for allowing me to take these pictures, to borrow these pictures from their social media. Guys, again, check their links out. They have their own videos. Please check out their Facebook and their Instagram. Like I said, I'm going to have all their links in the video description below. Please check them out. They're an amazing group, amazing Ghostbusters franchise. These guys make a real difference. And honestly, please reach out to them and tell them Dave's Dimension sent you. I'm just blown away. It's just amazing that a very awesome, very great group, such as the Dublin Ghostbusters Dublin, they got the pack first, and that's just awesomeness, man. That is just amazing. Again, guys, you really don't want to miss out on them. Ghostbusters Dublin, right here on Facebook. They're on Facebook. They're on Instagram. You can even email them, ghostbustersdublin@gmail.com. Guys, please check them out. They are a nonprofit. They make a world of difference, like a lot of Ghostbuster groups right here. They even have some demonstration videos of the pack in the different modes and some of the more interactive views right there, guys. I mean, you definitely want to check them out. Guys, don't miss out. Please don't miss out. These guys are amazing. So, guys, until next time, guys, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension saying, who you going to call? Ghostbusters, always. And guys, you know what I'm going to say. I say it every single time. Keep on busting. And I'm always going to catch you on the flip side.